Welcome to scary Mary Asia. The first labor, the Nemean lion, they say. Redemption begins not in glory, but in suffering. And for Hercules, son of Zeus, the greatest of all mortals' redemption would begin with the roar of a monster. The first of 12 trials, the Nemean lion. In the hills of Nemea, the land lay cursed. Shepherds whispered of a shadow that moved without sound, a shape with eyes that burned like molten gold. Livestock vanished. Warriors sent to slay, the beast never returned. Only silence, only bones. And so, King Eurystheus, jealous and afraid of Hercules' power, gave him this impossible command. Slay the lion of Nemea and bring back its hide. A command meant to kill him. Hercules walked alone. The dust of exile clung to his feet. His great club of olive would rested across his shoulders, carved from a sacred tree, heavy as fate itself. 4 days he searched through the crags of Nemea. No tracks, no scent. The air hung thick with dread until the sky grew dim and a roar split the heavens like thunder. The ground trembled, birds fled the trees, and from the shadows of a ravine it came. The lion stepped into the fading light, massive as a chariot, its golden mane blazing in the sun. Each movement rippled with divine strength. This was no creature of earth. It was born from the gods themselves, offspring of Typhon and Echidna, monsters of old. Hercules drew his bow. The first arrow flew, struck, and shattered. The second splintered against its hide. The third vanished like a whisper. The beast roared and charged. Hercules dove aside, rolling through dust and rock. The lion's claws carved furrows into stone where he had stood moments before. He swung his club. The blow struck the lion's skull, echoing like thunder. The beast staggered, then turned alive, furious. Weapons were useless, so Hercules did what no man dared. He dropped his club. He ran straight into the mouth of the cave where the lion had fled. Inside, darkness, the stench of death. He saw bones, hundreds of them, and 2 entrances on opposite ends. He smiled grimly and blocked one with boulders. Wrapped, now, there was no escape for either of them. Hercules stepped forward, every muscle tensed, every breath measured. The lion lunged, its claws raked across his shield, sparks flying in the dark. Then he seized it. Man and monster collided, a storm of limbs, growls, and blood. The cavern shook. Dust fell from the ceiling as Hercules locked his arms around the beast's neck. Its strength was terrible, divine. But his rage was greater. He tightened his grip. The lion roared, then gasped, and fell silent. When Hercules emerged from the cave, the sun was setting. His skin was torn, his breath ragged, but across his shoulders he carried the lifeless body of the lion, a god-born monster, slain by mortal hands. He laid the beast upon the ground and drew his blade to claim the hide. But the metal broke. Not even steel could pierce its skin. So he thought a moment, and used the creature's own claws to flay it. When he was done, he draped the golden pelt across his shoulders, the head resting like a crown upon his own. The lion's strength became his armor, its roar, his legend. When he returned to Eurystheus, the cowardly king trembled at the sight of him. A man wearing the skin of a god. He hid inside a bronze jar, commanding from within. You shall not enter the city. From now on, deliver your labors outside the gates. Hercules smiled. He needed no audience, only the road ahead. For this was just the beginning. 11 more trials awaited, each one darker, more impossible than the last. But on that day, the world learned a truth that would echo through eternity. No curse, no god, no monster could break the spirit of Hercules. And so ended the first labor, the slaying of the Nemean lion, the first step toward redemption and toward immortality. End of Labor 1. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and don't forget to like, share, and comment.